morning, everyone. Welcome to our panel discussion titled Geopolitical Tensions, Challenges and Opportunities in 2024. So, I am Kisha Villasan, the moderator of this panel discussion. So, we have an esteemed group of panelists here today who will share their insights on the current geopolitical landscape and the root causes of ongoing tensions and the potential pathways towards resolution. So, let me introduce our panelists. So, first panelist is Rachman, Chief Foreign Affairs columnist at the Financial Times, specializing in global political trends. So, second is Catherine Ashton, former Vice President of the European Commission, known for her experience in diplomacy and international negotiations. So third is David Miliband, President and CEO of the International Rescue Committee and former UK Foreign Secretary, focused on humanitarian issues. Fourth is John Stylides, Principal and Triology Advisors at LLC, an expert in geopolitical risk management. Karin von Hippel, Director General of the Royal United Service Institute, specializing in security and defense strategies. Leslie Vinjamuri, Senior Fellow and Director of U.S. Foreign Policy Program at Chatham House, focusing on international and governance. Matthew Kaminsky, Editor at Large for Politico with focused on geopolitical reporting and analysis. 8. Sir Alex Younger, Foreign Chief of the Secret Intelligence Services, expert in international intelligence and security. And last is David Shamburg, Professor of Political Science and International Affairs and expert on China's global influence. So, to begin our discussion, I would like to ask Judon, what What do you see as the main factors driving current geopolitical tensions globally?
Thank you. Currently, we are grappling with several significant factors that contribute to geopolitical tensions. These include the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the deteriorating relationship between the US and China, and the resurgence of nationalism in various countries. These elements are interlinked and shape as nations interact.
Catherine, how are these geopolitical tensions affecting Europe and its stance on security?
The situation in Ukraine has forced Europe to fundamentally reassess its security policies. It has galvanized NATO member states to reinforce their commitment to collective defense and significantly increase military spending. This crisis also amplifies discussions around energy security and dependency on Russian resources, making it imperative for Europe to seek alternative energy solutions.
David, as a humanitarian expert, what do you see as the implications of these geopolitical tensions for global humanitarian efforts?
Geopolitical tensions complicate humanitarian responses profoundly. Conflicts lead to mass displacement and increased vulnerability, with countries struggling to manage the influx of refugees. Furthermore, political maneuvering can hinder the impartial delivery of aid, making it critical for the humanitarian community to advocate neutral access to those in need.
John, from a business perspective, how should companies adapt to the complexities arising from heightened geopolitical tensions?
Business must adopt a proactive approach to geographical risk assessment. This involves diversity supply chain, staying informed about political developments, and engaging in scenarios, planning to mitigate potential risks. In employing geographical intelligence is crucial for strategic decision making in uncertain environment.
How about Karen? With your expertise in security and defense, what strategies do you believe are most crucial for nations to adopt in addressing these tensions?
Enhanced international cooperation is paramount. Nations should focus on strengthening alliances to create platforms for dialogue. Additionally, investing in defense capabilities while remaining open to non-military solutions is essential for maintaining peace and security.
Leslie, what role do international organizations play in mitigating these tensions and how can they be strengthened?
International organizations are critical for fostering dialogue and facilitating conflict resolution. Strengthening institutions like the United Nations can provide robust frameworks for cooperation and peacekeeping efforts. Moreover, promoting transparency and accountability within these organizations is necessary for restoring trust and ensuring effective governance in geopolitical matters.
Matthew, how do you assess the role of media and reporting in shaping perceptions of geopolitical tensions?
The media plays a crucial role in framing how geopolitical tensions are understood by the public and policymakers. Responsible reporting can illuminate complexities and provide context, but sensationalism can exacerbate fears and biases. Journalists need to strive for accuracy and depth in their coverage of this issue to foster public understanding.
Sir Alex, while considering intelligence in the context of geopolitical tensions, what should nations focus on their intelligence strategies?
Intelligence strategies must prioritize cooperation and information sharing between the nations. By enhancing the collaboration, countries can better anticipate threats and respond to the emerging geopolitical shifts are effectively. Moreover, ethical considerations in intelligence operation are crucial to maintaining the global trust among the allies.
So finally, Sir David, considering China's rising global influence, what should be the approach of other nations in dealing with this development?
Engaging with China requires a nuanced approach. While it is essential to address competitive elements of the relationship, fostering areas of cooperation such as climate change and public health is equally important. Open channels of communication will help mitigate misunderstandings and create opportunities for collaboration in tackling global challenges.
So thank you once more to our panelists for sharing your expertise and perspectives. It has been an enlightening discussion, and I hope we can continue these vital conversations moving forward. So once again, I am Kisha Villasan, your moderator, and goodbye and have a wonderful day. Thank you.